Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to winter again, apparently in New York City. Yeah, it's freezing today. I unfortunately feel kind of like I'm coming down with something, so my apologies. I just didn't honestly have the strength to put on any makeup, so you're getting me au natural and, with my hair in a messy bun because frankly, other than just taking a shower today, I just couldn't be bothered, but I wanted to make this video for you nonetheless. So today we are continuing with our series, 5 on Friday. If you are not familiar with the series, it's basically where on, occasional Fridays, I talk about the 5 generally bags, but it could be other items as well, from a particular luxury fashion house that if I could only own 5 items in my luxury collection and they could only be from a particular brand, what would they be? So let's see, we've done Fendi, we've done Chanel, and we've done Louis Vuitton, I believe. So I think this is number 4 in the series. I will know when I make the thumbnail because I'll have to go back to the last thumbnail to see what it was. But anyway, today we're going to do Dior. So the difference about this video as opposed to some of the other videos that you saw was that I had actual physical eye candy for you to look at. In this particular case, I don't own anything from Dior outside of a piece of ready-to-wear. So I own one of the reversible cashmere sweaters, which I absolutely love. It's in navy blue, and one side is all the oblique pattern and the other side is just navy with the stripe, with the kind of like the book tote that has like the stripe, or anyway, with Christian Dior across it, and it's on the back. So anyway, love that sweater. And then I have a pair of, are they called D-Way slides? Is that what we call them? Which I've had forever. I used to own a book tote, which I used almost exclusively when I was working in an office. It was also in the blue oblique pattern. But then when COVID happened and we started working from home, and then when I knew we were never going back into the office, this is when I was still in Kansas City, I decided I would never use it. I knew I would never use that bag for travel because it doesn't fit like under the seat in front of you, and I wouldn't want to put it in the overhead compartment because it's open and things would just fall out and fly around. So I did sell that. So yeah, I don't have any Dior SLGs. I don't have, like I said, any Dior bags in my collection. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what I pick. I will obviously pop some pictures up here for reference, but let's get into the 5 items from Dior that I would use if those are the only items I could buy. All right, let's get started. My apologies if you can hear some music in the background. Hannah is showering, and whenever she showers, she turns on music, and it's not that loud to her, but we can all hear it. So anyway, all right, so let's start out with, I think, what is actually technically an SLG. It's in their SLG sort of section, and it is the Miss Dior mini bag, which is basically one of Dior's versions of a wallet on chain. Now, Dior has several different versions kind of this style bag. They've got like a phone pouch, which is also very similar. I think they literally have something that they call like a wallet on chain. They also have the Miss Dior bag, which may be slightly bigger. I don't think it's that much bigger though, but it's a heck of a lot more money. I think it's like a good $1,300 more than this one. So the Miss Dior mini bag comes in at $2,850 here in the United States. I have tried this bag on several times because it definitely has intrigued me, because I do think that it has some additional features to it than my Chanel walk, which again, not really sure, you guys. I think that might be one I have to introduce you to, or any other walk really, because it has a top handle. So it's super cute. So, most other walks are pretty much alike. You know, they're basically just a chain that obviously you can tuck inside. Some I think you can remove, and if you want to use it as a clutch, you can. And obviously it's got card slots, and generally you can fit your phone and maybe a lipstick and obviously some cash, whatever. But what's unique, like I said, about the Miss Dior mini bag, mini bag, as well as I think it's sort of older sister, bigger sister, because I think actually the mini one came first and then they came out with this other one that costs more money. But it has the top handle on it, and so it's super, super cute. So you can carry it, you know, handheld, almost like, I would guess, like a Kelly Pochette would be, sort of in that same kind of, you know, genre. I don't know if genre is the right word for that, but anyway. But yeah, I've tried it on in like the cream kind of color. I've tried it on in black, and I feel like I've tried it on in maybe like a seasonal color as well at some point. I'm sure probably in one of my vlogs I showed it, trying it on that way. But I think it's a great bag. I do think it's still good value for money. I think when I first started looking at it, it was only $24.50. I know it had a pretty big, I think it went from like $24.50 to $27.50, and then now it's gone up to $28.50. But still, I think value for money, it's a pretty good deal. So if you happen to be in the market for, you know, a wallet on chain, check it out. All right, the next bag on the list would be the small Caro bag. I think that this bag looks amazing. I think it is a great alternative to the Chanel rectangular mini. It comes in at $4,300 here in the States. Comes in, you know, sort of its typical kind of Rev colors, black, cream. I'm sure it comes in some other colors all the time, probably a taupe or something. And then it does come out obviously in seasonal colors. Like I said, I think it's a great bag. After seeing Deb from Wild Unfiltered get hers, I've definitely become even more interested in the bag because, like I said, it does seem like a great alternative to the Chanel mini at a, you know, fairly good price. So the Chanel mini just went up to, I think, $5,200 for the rectangular. So almost a $2,000 difference between the two, which I think is great. Now, if I'm, you know, if we were bringing another brand in here and comparing that kind of style bag, I'd go for a mini baguette from Fendi because it's a much better value for money. But since we're talking about Dior, and I love that style bag, you could see from my Fendi pick, I picked a mini baguette, and from my Chanel pick, I had a mini rectangular. So it's very natural for me to pick the small Caro bag. So yeah, I think it's great. I think it's very versatile. I like that you can take the chain off. So if you want to add maybe a guitar strap or some other chain or strap that you want to put on it, it can be fairly versatile. So I think that would be a great pick. Bag number 3 would be a saddle bag. It's iconic to the house. I mean, I think between the Lady Dior or a version of the Lady Dior, which there are many, and we will talk about one later, and the saddle bag, like I said, I don't think there's anything more iconic to the brand. So what I really like about what they've done now with the saddle bag, because I've always been intrigued by this bag, but what has put me off was the shorter strap. And I don't generally like to carry bags like right kind of, under the armpit. If I'm gonna wear a shoulder bag, I want it to be a little bit farther down, which is, one of the reasons why I think that the newer baguette, again, going back to Fendi here, is something that I prefer over the more vintage ones. Now I have a vintage one and I love it. And again, we're not talking about Fendi here, Lisa, let's stay on task. But I like the fact that now Dior has, I think, figured out that all of us would like to wear a saddlebag crossbody. So they're now including a crossbody strap with the saddlebag. And, they come in obviously a variety of different colors. You can get them in different fabrications. So you could get like the oblique canvas versions, or not canvas, what is that? whatever that fabric is. I can't think of. Anyway, they come in lots of different fabrications, and they just came out, which walked the runway earlier this week for their pre-fall collection in the newsprint. Oh my God, this bag, chef's kiss. So I saw a reel on it, which if you guys follow me on Instagram, and I would love you to follow me there, you see all of my outfits of the day, how I style my bags more in real time than obviously what you see here. But anyway, there was a reel and I reposted it on my story because I died when I saw it. It was amazing. But this is a re-release of I think vintage bag. I mean, I think it's from the early 2000s, maybe like 2005, something like that, if I remember correctly. Those bags are selling on the resale market for $25,000 right now. So if you want one, run, don't walk, because the newly issued one is going to be $4,600. It does come with a leather crossbody strap in addition to like the regular strap. So that bag, like I said, just blew me away. So yeah, I think if I was gonna get a saddle bag, I would try to get my hands on that one. All right, so I have a sort of wallet on chain, a little more of kind of a mini bag, something that could go dressy and, you know, do all the things. I have a great kind of everyday bag in the small Caro. I have probably a really fun bag in the saddle bag, especially if it was in that newsprint, you know, version. And I have always loved the Lady Dior. Again, classic to the house. I think it is a beautiful bag, but I cannot stand that those handles do not fold down. That they literally, when they go down, they only go down halfway. So they like stick out like that. Like, what is that all about? It's like they got wings flying out here. I mean, I realize that it makes the C and the D, but who cares? Like, anyway. So hate that about the Lady Dior, but love the bag. And I also love the D-Light versions as well. Like, I think some of the embroideries that they do are just stunning and absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the intricacy of the patterns and the work is just, like I said, chef's kiss. But then they came out with the Delight, which, if you don't know what it is, again, you're obviously seeing pictures here. They made it more of an East-West bag. Now, I will admit, when it first came out, to me, it sort of looked like they just took the Lady Dior and like truncated it, you know, just like chopped it. And I wasn't really the biggest fan. And that was in the medium. And then they came out with the small, and then of course they've also come out with like the mini, which is really super, super cute, but I think just a little bit too mini on my frame at least. But I think the small is like the perfect sweet spot. I definitely tried on some when I was in Paris again, and maybe I'll put some footage up here of me trying on hopefully some of these bags if I still have it accessible on my computer. But anyway, I just think that the small is the perfect size, and my favorite thing about this bag is that the handles fold all the way down, which is just, if they could only redo the Lady Dior and put that feature as a part of it, I would probably buy a Lady Dior and not a DJoy. But, you know, because I can't stand those handles, I'm not, you know, I'll go the DJoy route if I was going to be adding 5 Dior pieces to my collection. But again, they come out in some beautiful colors. Oh my gosh, this bag in the lilac or lavender or whatever, you know, purple-ish color from this season is, it is stunning. I saw it in person. David and I were walking through Saks, and we walked by the window, and I was going to take a picture actually for Emily, because Emily was potentially interested in this bag, and I could not capture it accurately on camera. Like the color was just not coming out right, and so I was like, I don't even want to bother, because I don't want to mislead her and think, you know, let her think that the color is one thing. Anyway, but it was gorgeous. And you know, they obviously have lots of different seasonal colors. I don't know what color I would get. I would probably get it in maybe more of kind of a fun color, because I'd probably get the Caro in the black, and you know, like I said, the saddle I'd get in the newsprint. I don't know what color I would get the mini or Miss Dior mini bag. Probably either a black or maybe a cream. I did really like the cream. I think Dior's cream is a really, really pretty color. But anyway, so yeah, I would probably do a fun color. It's a fun bag to me. I think in that East-West design, it makes it, you know, a little more modern. And like I said, I love the fact that the handles go down. So yeah, a small lady D-Joy, there we go, would be number 4. And finally, pick number 5 would be the 9522. I don't think we say the dot, it's just 9522 bag. Now, they don't have this on the website because you can't buy it like on the website. They are mostly special orders. So you go in, you order it, I'm assuming you pay for it. And then I think, you know, 6 to 8 weeks later, you get your bag. I've seen this bag in person because they do have some sort of floor models that you can look at. Again, if I still have that footage, because that would have been over a year ago. I think it was like last March that I would have tried it on, I think. But one of the things I love about this bag, not only do the handles fold down, but they fold in as well. So if you don't even want the look of the handles on the outside of the bag, so you want something that's a little cleaner, you can fold the handles in. Now this bag definitely has some weight to it, but I think it is a beautiful bag. The leather is exquisite. It's like they took the Lady Dior and just kind of modernized it a little bit, gave it a little bit of a more kind of a sexier shape. It's a little more rounded, and you know, it's got a little curve to her. And yeah, it's a stunning bag. It's definitely expensive. I apologize, I don't have prices because again, you cannot find it on the website. So I tried kind of looking it up. I spent a little time looking. I'll admit I didn't spend a whole lot of time doing a lot of research to find a price. Mostly I was finding like resale prices, which, you know, who knows what that means. But yeah, it's a beautiful bag. And that bag, I probably would do in the cream. I think it is absolutely beautiful in that color. That actually may have been the color that I tried on originally, but it is a beautiful bag. The handles are a metal, and they feel so weighty in the hand. It just, I mean, you hold the bag and you can feel the quality in the bag. Not sure that I think the quality is worth the price that they're charging for it. You know, to me, it's more maybe like a $5,000 bag. I think it's in more like the $6,000 to $7,000 range, depending on which size you get. I think there are 3 sizes. Again, because it's not on the website, I'm not super familiar because I haven't gone in and looked at them for a while, but it is a beautiful bag. And if I'm only gonna have 5 bags, that would definitely be one, because especially with the handles on the inside, because I think the handles actually make this bag a little dressier. So I think by tucking the handles on the inside and wearing it crossbody, it does come off as a little more of a casual bag. Because like I said, it has a Lady Dior look, but like I said, with a little curve, it just, yeah, a little je ne sais quoi, I guess. But anyway, love the bag. Maybe someday I'll have to check the resale market. I'm not sure if those bags are holding their value, so that might be a good buy on the resale market. Well, that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's 5 on Friday, all about Dior. Let me know in the comments below if you could only be picking from Dior, what would your 5 choices be? I would love to see those in the comments. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm, as does making it all the way to the end. So I appreciate you being here now too. If you haven't subscribed and you like this kind of content, I would love to have you here. Just click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know when I upload videos. And if you haven't had enough of me yet, I'll put another video up here for you to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.